Hey everybody, Timo here with the Bureau of Impact. Thanks for listening. Hope you're doing great today. Thanks for all the claps and call-ins. Had a really nice call-in from Kathy at WTP Barista the other day, and she's asking about money mindset. She also said some really nice things. So Kathy, thanks for the call-in. And I'm going to play the call-in right now, and then I have a suggestion or I'm going to redirect you somewhere. So here you go. Thanks.
Hey there, it's Kathy Tibbles with WordPress Barista. This was the first segment that I listened, was the one on you from Flint to Aspen, and Aspen to Flint, and Flint to Aspen. I could listen to your thoughts all day. Really succinct and nicely said. I love that you're talking about money and you're not talking about wishing it into existence. I find I need to learn more about the money mindset, but I'm resistant to learning about how to attract money. I'm just not buying into that whole, if I see it in my head, it will just appear in my palm. Obviously, I don't have a lot of buy-in into that philosophy. But the money mindset, on the other hand, I would like to learn some more about.
Hey Kathy, thanks for the call in. That's awesome. For me, I don't think it's so much as visualizing the actual money or getting rich quick or swimming like the DuckTales guys in a room full of coins and cash and the stuff you see on Instagram with millionaire mindset and yachts and private jets and whatnot. For me, I think money is more value and a tool of what we can do with it for ourselves, our families, and for the other people, and for the world. And so taking that a step further, it goes into self-worth and deserving and accepting all the good that's out there, and attracting it. And so what I want to do for you is, if you call me back with your email address, I'm going to gift you this book from iTunes Store. It's actually an audio book. It's a talk that Louise Hay gave called The Totality of Possibilities. And she lays it out so elegantly and exquisitely. It's super, super powerful. If you listen to it every day for a week or even 3 times over the next few weeks, I bet you your life will change drastically. So call me back, leave a call in with your email. I'm going to gift you that audiobook, and I'm also going to put the link here in the title of this segment. So take a listen, everybody. Let me know your thoughts. She does a really cool visualization technique, and then what's awesome about this is it's not really even about money. It's about the vision for your life and what you can be, do, and have. So check it out. Peace. Had a nice call in from Joe over at Sales Talk. Thanks for calling in, Joe. Appreciate the kind words. Glad you got a laugh out of that. That's really our intent and purpose. If someone can laugh or have some fun or take away a little nugget of inspiration or value, then we're doing our job, and it makes us feel good. So I see you're doing the same over on your station, and keep bringing those value bombs. We need more of that today in this world. We need some more peace and laughter and happiness. So keep it up. Thanks.
Hey man, this is Joe from Sales Talk Radio Show. I'm in here doing my cardio and I'm rolling, man. After listening to that skit, Slacktivism, man, that's hilarious. Man, you know what? I love the fact that you're engaging with so many people. You know, that's not slacking to me, bro. So keep up what you're doing, man. Keep the comedy rolling too. Love the fact that you're bringing a little bit of motivation on your station. And I look forward to more, man. Keep it coming.
Kathy's call got me thinking about thinking big, and another call we had was about my money book list, and one of those books was The Magic of Thinking Big, and it got me thinking about my own goal setting and what I've been up to, especially on a Sunday, thinking about what's coming this week and what I have over the next 6 months. Have some big money goals and targets I'm trying to hit before the end of the year, and then also in the spring of 2018, and then also working on this impact investment fund. And I started to look at myself and question, am I thinking big enough? And I had a deal close last week, so I made a decent amount of money, enough money to sit back, relax, and kind of take a week or two off here at the end of summer. But that's being lazy, and it's not thinking big enough, and it's not getting after it, and it's it's becoming complacent. So I'm taking a look at myself and my goals and what I'm doing, and saying I need to think bigger. I need to make more phone calls. I need to hustle more clients. I need to email people. But also, what value am I giving, and how big of value am I giving? For those of you who have seen any of our YouTube stuff, we have committed to raising a $1 billion fund for impact investment, or triple bottom line investment. So it's kind of like private equity, hedge fund, venture capital type fund, but only going into investments that have triple or double bottom lines. They have financial returns, they have environmental returns, and they have social returns. And originally we were thinking, boy, if we could just do a $10 million fund or a $100 million fund. And then we thought, you know what, if we're going to do it, we might as well do it right. So we 10x'd it. And recently we've been thinking, you know what, we need to be the leaders in this space, and we need to raise $10 billion for impact. So instead of going out and raising money to buy distressed debt or buy real estate or invest in the stock market or the next Snapchat or whatever, we're working on raising $10 billion for impact in making the world a better place and structuring investments that provide those types of returns. And that call in and the magic of thinking big kind of reassessed some things we're working on. So I appreciate the call-ins. It helps me be introspective, and it helps me get after it even more. So excited to talk to you. Talk to you soon. And when I'm thinking big, I'm not just thinking about money. I'm thinking about impact and what I'm doing with my life and my meaning and purpose. And that brought me to one of my favorite quotes, and I just want to read it to you real quick. It's by Marianne Williamson, and she says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us most. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine." Enjoy. Talk to you soon.
Hey, this is Ava. When you were talking about thinking big, it reminded me a lot of this man called Naveen Jain. I highly recommend that you look him up. He's a multi-billionaire. In each company he's started, each project he's done, he's had no experience in. And not only that, his ideas were so big and so crazy. That's exactly what people said. This is crazy, and what are you doing? But he's done so much. Please look him up if you're going to try to set goals, because he will definitely motivate you or give you some insight that you need. Anyways, thank you for listening if you are.
Ava, thanks for the call in. I appreciate you pointing me in his direction. Looks like he is shooting for the X Prize this year, 2017. The X Prize to me, and some of Peter Diamandis' work on moonshots and maximum transformative purpose, MTP, bold, abundance, etc. All right up that alley. Just thinking way bigger than we should or could or we ever thought of, and seeing where it takes us. So thanks for pointing me in his direction, and super cool what they're trying to do with the X Prize this year, trying to have private companies land on the moon, traverse I think 500 yards across the moon, and then send high definition video back to the Earth, and it has to be done by the end of this year. So it'll be interesting to see. Thanks, and glad you called in. Really appreciate it.
Yes. I think Tim Time is absolutely deserving to be there. And you know what's super cool is seeing what I'm considering. I can't speak for myself because I don't understand what my input is, my output is. But the other people that I'm seeing there, absolutely to me, are curators and community members who are fully supporting people. So they absolutely deserve to be there. What's awesome with this is it's replacing those people who seem to do no engagement whatsoever, just seem to sit there at the top. I truly hope that this list will now start to reflect those people, even yourself at the end of the day, who are engaging with the community properly. So personally, I don't put much into it. I've just got to keep going and doing my thing.
Hey, Anchor World, what's up? Timo here from the Bureau of Impact. Hope you're doing well today. I realize that the last few segments have been pretty esoteric, and some people might call them touchy-feely or frou-frou or gibberish or whatever you want to call them. I believe in them, and they work for me. Hopefully they work for you. But I also wanted to give some practical advice. And this next little piece has to do with practical financial advice. Some of the best financial advice I've ever gotten. So as we all know, money is actually very, very practical. Dollars and cents, numbers, addition, subtraction, multipliers, whatnot. It's all very concrete and practical. You can define it, you can extrapolate it, you can count it, whatnot. So one of the best pieces of financial advice I've ever gotten was probably 11 years ago, reading a couple books by Gary Keller. And Gary Keller is the founder of Keller Williams Real Estate Brokerage, now one of the biggest franchise systems in the world. And he's written several books: Millionaire Real Estate Investor, Millionaire Real Estate Agent, Buy and Hold, Flip, I think is another one. Definitely worth checking out him and Jay Papason's books. But Gary, and I had the pleasure actually of talking to a real estate guy, a friend I know a few weeks ago in Dallas, who's had lunch with Gary several times, and we discussed the same concept and how it's working for both of us. But Gary had a financial mentor a long time ago that said you should be tracking your net worth every single day, ideally. A lot of people do it once a year. A lot of people never do it. Really, you should be looking at your own personal net worth and treating your personal money like a business. And you look at all your assets less your liabilities, and that's your net worth. And my wife and I have begun to do that. We do it pretty much every month, or maybe 3 weeks, and we should be doing it every week. I think Gary Keller said he was doing it every single day. But definitely do that. And if I would have been doing it a long, long time ago, I could have avoided some problems and could have had some serious success, way more success than I've already had. But it's real simple. You don't need a financial software. You just list all your assets on one side of a piece of paper or a spreadsheet, and you list all your liabilities, all your debts on the other side, and you subtract the liabilities from the assets, and that's your net worth. And it kind of goes back to what my $120 million client said in one of the previous segments, is that your net worth, like your bank balance, should always be going up. And then what you also start to notice is, okay, what are my assets doing and what are they generating for me? And then you look at your liabilities and what are they costing me and what are they taking away from me? Super, super valuable. Major insights can be learned. And Robert Kiyosaki in Rich Dad, Poor Dad talks a lot about the same stuff and tracking, what your money is doing. And your money is like your little minions or your little army. And I view it kind of like your thoughts. Both are out in the world doing something for you, creating something for you, and you don't have to be doing it yourself. If you think positive thoughts and you invest your money, then the rate of return or the yield comes back, and you can be sleeping, you can be doing other stuff, and it pays dividends. And over the long term, that grows into compound interest. So one of the best tips I ever received was track your net worth and do it frequently. Ideally once a month, if not definitely quarterly, but really we should all be doing it at least weekly, would be my guess and inclination, if we have the discipline to do that. Hopefully that helps. Call in, let me know what you think, let me know what you're doing with your finances and your investments. Please keep the claps coming. More call-ins, more questions, whatnot. Connect with us on Insta and Twitter, pretty active over there. That's at Bureau of Impact, all one word. Or check out the website. We are building a $10 billion impact investment portfolio, triple bottom line investments that are good for the earth, good for the people, and good for your pocketbook. So let us know what you think. Let us know how we can help you and what we can do for you. Thanks, and talk to you soon. Peace. Had another great call in from Alexis Dean, who focuses on life by design. So here it is. Appreciate the call in, appreciate the kudos. Keeps me inspired, keeps me going forward, and I'm gonna keep pumping it out as much as I can. So thank you.
Hey, Timo, it's Alexis Dean here, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for sharing that Louise Hay audio book. I started listening to it this morning on my way into CrossFit, and it was so inspiring and empowering, and I just can't wait to keep listening on my way to work this morning. So thank you so much for kicking off my Monday in such a really positive way. I love what you're putting out there, and can't wait to hear more. Thanks again.
Hey, thank you for saying thank you. That really does mean a lot to me, especially because I'm one of the, smaller anchor stations. Not only that, thank you for your gratitude. And the echo is because you got a lot of really cool stuff to say, and it's interesting, and I want as many people to know about it as you probably do. But anyways, thank you so much. I very much look forward to seeing all the things that you do, all the things that, all the insightfulness you have to bring, things of that nature. But yeah, thank you again.